Hi guys, happy Thanksgiving. So this year I decided Thanksgiving wasn't gonna pass me by without me making the traditional Thanksgiving turkey. I don't know about you guys, but for me as an immigrant, Thanksgiving is still a very foreign holiday to me. I would celebrate every other holiday, Christmas, New Year's, because that is something that I'm used to back home. But I rarely ever celebrate Thanksgiving. I'll just have maybe a regular meal for Thanksgiving. So this year I wanted to change that to actually have a Thanksgiving turkey. After washing and cleaning my turkey, I made a brine with some herbs and seasoning. I added a pinch of country onions and bush pepper. Then I brought all of that to a boil so the flavors can really come out. And later on, I also cooled that down with some ice before adding it up to the turkey. Guys, you know when you go to the store, you think you have something at home, but when you get back home, you don't actually have that thing. So I went to the store to get some fillings or some stuffings for my turkey, and I thought I had fresh herbs at home, but when I got home I didn't have it, so I had to improvise. I watched a lot of recipes on YouTube and finally went with a recipe I saw from this lady on Facebook at Joyful Cooks. Shout out to her. Most of the ingredients she used, I already had them at home and it was super easy. This whole experience was super exciting. First, because I was trying out a new recipe and learning something new. And second, because I was actually vlogging my whole process. I've never really done vlogs or to do voiceovers, but since I want to incorporate different content styles to my content, this was exciting as well, and I was looking forward to making this voiceover. Anyway, you guys, let me know how I did. So after I made the seasoning, I put a little bit of the seasoning to the veggies that I was supposed to use. I went ahead to preheat the oven at 350 degrees. So I didn't have the little injectable thing you used to put in more seasoning into the turkey. So I had to improvise. I used a knife to make some little punches. Then I put in extra seasoning on it. That is a mixture of the butter and seasoning. And it was really looking good at this point. I was so proud of myself. I covered that up with a foil paper and put that in the oven. I cooked this for 2 hours 30 minutes, and every 30 minutes I was basting the turkey with the dippings. And after 2.5 hours, I then put the temperature of the oven to 400 degrees. I took off the foil paper and let it get the golden brown color. And at this point, I was ready to eat. So I already made myself like a couple of Coronitas at this point. I was drinking. I was happy with the results, and trust me guys, this was so yummy and juicy. It cooked right to the bones.